Hey guys, our decline average picker. So we began that awesome package from K1 with an unnamed K1 challenge lock, and I thought we might end that awesome package from K1 with an unnamed K1 challenge lock. So here we go, an unnamed K1 challenge lock. We will see if we can't get a pick on this. I've been a little absent, I guess, the last few days. I was out of town. Had something of a family emergency come up. And so I hopped the motorcycle and I rode halfway home, roughly. And hung out with some friends with the idea being if I was needed, I would just complete the ride. But as it turned out, everything turned out all right. And my presence was not actually needed. So I got to spend a few days hanging out with some old friends. So it was good to see everybody again. And it was good to hop on the bike, even though I was cooking on the interstate. It's been a while since I've done kind of a extended ride like that. A few hundred miles. And there we go. Okay, sorry about that. I didn't really talk too much about what was going on. It was a lot of... I'm expecting serrations in the front, and then it was adjusting pins in the back, and serrations in the front were getting dropped. So, adjust the camera here real quick. So it was just a lot of back and forth, really, going back and trying to set the back, and then coming back up to the front of the lock, and double checking the pins in the front, and resetting them. We do have a key. Let's see. There's our bitting. That explains what was feeling like abnormally high lifts on pin 1. Oh wow, yeah, it's really smooth. It actually feels it's weird. It hits some resistance in there. But that's smooth as butter. And we've got to work around, I guess I could find pliers to pull those tabs out with. I don't think. See if they come out easily. Yeah, they're not coming out very easily, so let's see what we got. Got a C-clip embedded in there. Of course, it just keeps popping itself back on. Seriously? What the heck? Okay. Push it off as best we can. And try to grab it. And pop itself back on. Okay, one, I don't know where you got the C-clip from, but this guy's kind of funny. There we go. There we go. How's our back looking? Yeah, looks like we should be all right. Oh gosh, I drifted it a little bit. So, okay, there we go. There we go. We recovered. Okay, so it was out. You can see. Oh wow, so 4 sitting up a little higher than I expected. At least, I mean, you can see on the key where it would be, but for some reason I was picturing it still being a little bit lower. So far, all standards are coming out. And that surprises me because I would have thought at least a couple of these, especially in the front, I guess I was expecting to see some little cut, especially since I had to keep running back and forth to them. Let's see what we got up top. Oh, yeah, that's not quite as many. I was expecting a lot of small serrations. This was just some really, oh yeah, really big ones. Steel springs so far. Two is kind of what I was imagining, and 4 is actually what I was sort of picturing we were going to find on 1. And a classic spool for number 5. So we got as far as core goes. Where my little other pick is. Oh, it's up here. Yes, so we've got cutting on 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All the chambers there are serrated. A little tough to see if there's anything going on up top. I don't think there is. Well, 4 might be. We'll get the camera flipped around. Take another look at it. Okay, so here you can see we've got threading on 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All of them, all the way around. We look down in here. Let's see. It's actually a little bit easier for me to see in the camera. We've got mostly steel springs. We'll go ahead and pull him out. Yep, looks like we do have some threading in there. And it's the same in the back. Yep, you can see we've got threading on 4 for sure. Pull this guy out. Yeah, those probably all threaded all the way down. Let's take a look at the pins. So downstairs, all standards. Like I said, I was really, the way 1 and 2 were behaving, I was kind of expecting some cuts. Shoot, dropped him a little bit. It's kind of late. I'm a little tired. Did just ride back today. So look at that guy. That is a wicked little pin, man. I'm gonna keep it in my hand because I'm gonna bring this guy up. So we can see he's got a lot of crazy little fine serrations. That's what this guy was kind of feeling and behaving like. I mean, a little bit deeper. I would say a little bit deeper and a little bit more pronounced, but kind of that multitude of serrations is what I was expecting from this guy, and that's a nasty little configuration there, man. I can tell you, yeah, I like it. I'm gonna have to make sure I get a really good shot. Here, we'll zoom in some. I might steal that pin idea. 2, how deep he was sitting. Let's find out what's going on. Because 2, I also felt like had a more serration thing. Now, some of it's probably the cuts in that core, but okay, so there we can see where he was sitting, and he does have, looks like it's a little bit dirty, but yeah, we do have some serrating up there, and because the top was threaded, we're going to run into, that wasn't interacting shear line wise necessarily, but it was still going to cause issues up there. So let's take a look at 3. Serrations. And we've already looked at 5 there. Or 4, rather, sorry. And 5, we've got just very classic spool element. Let's see how far 5 had to be picked. Yeah, pretty much what we would expect on a spool. So, man, those are some really neat pins. And I gotta tell you, this behaved, I'm gonna look at it again. This just behaved so differently than what it felt like. And I don't know if the threading up in the Bible had anything to do with that. It's gonna sit pretty deep in there. I know it seemed like I breezed that lock open, but I tell you, I worked that first pin over and over and over again. There was a lot of coming back to him. So yeah, that's a neat pin, man. I think that's one of my favorite in this lock, and I don't know. It's not complex. It's just, it surprised me, I guess, is what it is. That really caught me off guard. Like I said, I was expecting something more like that, but just a little more pronounced, I guess. A little deeper, sharper cuts, but very similar, just kind of very rapid in a row. And I was not expecting something like that. So yeah, there we go. That is the Unnamed K1 challenge lock, and that ends the challenge locks that I've got. So I'm going to get some off in the mail. I don't know. As far as I know, I have nothing arriving, guys. So yeah, we'll try to see what we can muster up. All right, guys, you have a good night.